Hey everyone, patch 9.2.7 brought the reintroduction of the WoW auction house for mobile, offering us the ability to browse and buy from the auction house on our phones. Given the low use of the WoW companion app, I thought I'd put together a bit of a tutorial for how to get it set up and some useful ways to use it. By the end of this quick tutorial video, you'll know how to set up the WoW companion app, how to access the mobile auction house from within the app, how to search for items within the mobile auction house, how you can use the favourite features to make sure you can buy what you need in a flash, how you can view items that you've got listed on the auction house, and finally, how you can use the WoW companion app and a common in-game toy to access the auction house anywhere. Feel free to use the timestamps below if you want to jump into a specific section. Before we get started, it's important to note that at the moment there isn't functionality to sell from the mobile auction house, only to buy and view your current listings, although if this changes at any point, I'll get a future guide out on this too. So let's get right into it, the setup. Firstly, you'll need to download the WoW Companion app from your app store of choice. I've put links in the description below for Android and iOS. Don't forget to connect to your Wi-Fi before downloading if you can, as the app and assets come to more than 100 megabytes, which could be a big chunk of your data plan. Once you've downloaded the app, open it up and you'll be greeted with a screen asking you to download assets in order to continue using the app. At this point, it's worth ticking the download all assets box to make sure that you don't run into any download lag later on. Let the download run, and when it's done, you'll be asked to log in. Once past the download, you'll be on a screen to log in. Before proceeding, make sure you tap the button at the bottom that has the regions listed. It will default to Americas and Oceanic, but make sure you switch it to whatever region that the account that you want to use is in. Hit the login button and you'll have a window open in your phone's browser for you to log in to your Blizzard account. Simply log in with your Blizzard account as normal and it will redirect you back to the app when you're done. When back on the app, you should see your account name ready for you to tap, so tap away. This should then bring you up to your character select screen. Tap on whatever character you want to access the auction house, and after a bit of loading, you'll be in the WoW Companion app. Step 1, complete. Going forward, when you open the app, all you'll need to do is hit login and choose the character that you want to access the auction house on. So now you're in the Companion app, let's take a look at how you access the auction house. This step is very simple. Along the right, you'll see a collection of gold coins. Just tap this and you're in. So now you're in the mobile auction house, let's look at how you search for items. The first option you've got is to navigate through the auction house through sections as you can in game. For example, we can click into gems, then choose the subcategory intellect, and will be displayed all the gems in descending eye level order. The other option is to use the search bar along the bottom. You can tap here and search for any item and you'll be able to see items like in the in-game auction house. For example, if we search silk cloth, we'll see every item containing the term silk cloth crop up. If we select silk cloth itself, we are brought to all the listings for the item where we're able to purchase it. Purchasing is fairly simple. Along the bottom, you'll see a price on the left and the amount of the items listed for that price on the right. So for example, here I can buy up to 1,450 silk cloth at the price of 5 silver. However, if I try to buy 1,451 bits of silk cloth, it will purchase 1,450 at 5 silver and then a further 1 at 6 silver, which is the next cheapest price. You can see this represented by the relevant listings being highlighted in yellow at the bottom of the screen. Simply tap to type how many of the item you want to purchase, and the mobile auction house will calculate the cheapest way to purchase the volume you want. Once you've checked that you're happy with the price, simply hit buy and the auction is purchased just like in game. Next up, let's look at the favourites feature. If you've used the favourite feature in the in-game auction house, the mobile auction house works exactly the same. If you haven't, Favourites offer you an easy way to get to purchase specific items without having to search for it each time. Great, for example, when you're on a bus back from work and want to get your consumables sorted for your raid night. When you're in the listing for any item, you'll see a star icon next to the listing's name at the top right. Clicking on this star adds something to your favourite list. Your favourites list can then be accessed when searching through listings by hitting the star icon on the top left next to the buy button, allowing you to see a list of all the items that you've favourited. As you can see here, in my favourites, I've set up a few items that I'd like to buy for dungeons, allowing me to quickly purchase them, arguably even quicker than it would be to use the in-game auction house. So that's how the favourite system works. Let's quickly look at how you can view your current auctions. This is an extremely basic feature at the moment, but you can click the auctions at the top and you'll see a list of all your currently listed items and how many are left. If you tap into it, you can see all other auctions of this item, with the price yours is listed at represented with a green tick, letting you see how you're faring compared to other sellers on price. That's about as advanced as this feature is at the moment, I'm afraid. Finally, let's talk about a way to utilise the mobile auction house to have your own in-game auction house wherever you need. We've all done it, it's raid night, and we've forgotten a flask, and the Guild Alchemist isn't about. What can be done? Well, utilising KT Stamp Whistle, which is a toy that allows you to access your mailbox anywhere, you can use the mobile auction house to effectively get any item with a 10-minute wait and no walk. If you don't have the stamp whistle, I've popped a guide from Wowhead below, or a link to a video from Hazelnutty Games dependent on if you want text or a video guide. To utilise this auction house anywhere method, simply exit out of the game, load up your companion app, purchase the item you need, then log back in, and after 10 minutes the item will be waiting for you in your mail. At this point, if you use KT Stamp Whistle, the mail gnome will appear, allowing you to get your purchase items from your post, effectively allowing you to access buying things from the auction house wherever you are, with a short 10-minute wait. So that wraps it up for this mobile auction house guide. I hope you found it useful, and if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, or maybe even drop a cheeky comment below. But until next time, gang, take care!